Episode 1, Good and Bad Surprises. Lakshman, known to his friends as Lucky, wakes up to another ordinary day in his modest apartment. The walls are thin, the fan creaks, and his bank balance is barely enough to buy groceries. But Lucky is not bitter, he's kind, hardworking, and believes that one day his life will change. He's in love with Rose, a beautiful girl from a wealthy family. She's elegant, confident, and used to luxury. Lucky, on the other hand, works part-time jobs and dreams big. He saves every rupee to buy her gifts, take her out, and make her feel special. But Rose has grown impatient. She wants more money, more status, more excitement. That evening, Lucky plans a surprise dinner for Rose. He spent all his savings on a small rooftop cafe, decorated with fairy lights and a single rose on the table. He waits nervously, checking his phone every few minutes. Rose arrives late, dressed in designer clothes, and her expression is cold. She sits down, barely glancing at the setup. "Lucky," she says, "I can't do this anymore." Lucky's heart sinks. "What do you mean?" "You're sweet," she says, "but you're not enough. I need someone who can give me the life I deserve." Lucky is speechless. Rose stands up, drops the rose he gave her on the table, and walks away. Broken heart that night, Lucky walks home in the rain. His clothes are soaked, his heart shattered. He opens his phone to check his bank balance, just 27 rupee left. But then, a notification pops up. 100,000,000,000 credited to your account. ****. He stares at the screen. Is this a scam? A glitch? He refreshes the app. The balance remains. Another message follows. Your family's hidden inheritance has been transferred. You are now the sole heir. ****. Lucky's hands tremble. He calls the bank. The manager confirms it. "Yes, sir, the amount is real. You're now one of the richest men in the country." The next morning, Lucky wakes up in disbelief. He's still in his tiny room, but everything has changed. He walks into the bank wearing his usual clothes. The staff ignore him until they check his account. Suddenly, everyone's tone shifts. "Sir, would you like a private lounge? Can we offer you coffee?" Lucky smiles. "No thanks. I'm just here to understand how this happened." The manager explains that Lucky's grandfather had built a fortune but kept it hidden due to family disputes. Now, with the legal process complete, Lucky is the rightful owner. As Lucky walks out of the bank, the world feels different. People who once ignored him now greet him with respect. But he's not thinking about revenge. He's thinking about what to do next. He sits in a park, watching children play, and whispers to himself, "I won't let this money change who I am. But I will change the world with it." The rain hadn't stopped. Lucky stood motionless under the flickering street light, his soaked shirt clinging to his skin. The screen of his phone glowed like a miracle in the dark. ****100,000,000,000,000 credited to your account. He blinked. Once. Twice. The numbers didn't change. "Is this a prank?" he whispered. He rushed home, heart pounding. His tiny room felt surreal now. He opened his banking app again. The balance remained. Another message popped up, "You are the sole heir to the Ambrose family fortune." Lucky's hands trembled. He called the bank. The manager confirmed it. "Yes, sir, the amount is real. You're now one of the richest men in the country. Briefcase. The next morning, Lucky walked into the bank wearing his usual clothes. The security guard didn't even glance at him. But when the teller checked his account, her eyes widened. "Sir, please come with me." He was led to a private lounge. Coffee was served. The manager greeted him with a bow. "Mr. Lakshman, we've been expecting you." Lucky sat down, still stunned. How did this happen? The manager explained. Lucky's grandfather, a business tycoon, had hidden his wealth due to family disputes. Legal proceedings had finally cleared, and Lucky was the only living heir. Electric light bulb. Lucky left the bank with a new debit card, a personal wealth advisor, and 1,000 thoughts racing through his mind. He didn't feel rich. He felt responsible. He walked past the cafe where Rose had broken his heart. The rose he'd placed on the table was still there, wilted and forgotten. He entered a clothing store. The staff ignored him until he handed over his card. Their tone changed instantly. "Would you like to see our premium collection, sir?" Lucky smiled. "Just something simple." He bought a crisp black suit. Not flashy. Just dignified. Outside, he booked a cab, not a luxury one. He wasn't ready for that yet. He rode silently, watching the city blur past. He thought of Rose. Of her words. Asterisk, "You're not enough." Asterisk. He reached a quiet park and sat on a bench. Children played nearby. A vendor offered him tea. Lucky accepted. "I won't let this money change who I am," he whispered. "But I will change the world with it." His phone buzzed. A message from Rose, asterisk, "Can we talk?" asterisk. Lucky stared at it. He didn't reply. Instead, he opened a new app, one for investments. He began researching startups, charities, and education funds. He wanted to build something meaningful. That night, he didn't sleep. He made a list: people who had helped him, people who had hurt him, and people who needed help. He wasn't just rich. He was reborn.